Alright, I have my blades attached. I didn't do a video of them being screwed in. These bolts are aftermarket and the washers I've attached are not perfect, but they will do the job. It's just a little bit of play, so they might come off center and give me a slight imbalance, but I doubt it'll affect performance too much. Anyway, let's see. Blades in using the Alibaba spacers onto the mistake that I mentioned. The blades obviously have to be orientated north, south, east, west. If they're not at the midpoint, they would impact. As you can see on this blade, there has been impact occurring. Anyway, to get them properly situated north, south, east, west, you need to orientate them with the toothed belt on the top. So I'd undo the belt, turn one of the spindles to the point where the blades are on, and orientated the correct direction. Probably wouldn't be an issue if you were only doing a belt or the blades, but having both off, I forgot and didn't have a point of reference until I went to put the blades on and realised that I'd made the mistake. Anyway, that is blades attached. Right, now I'm on to front axle attachment. Front axle is pretty simply attached with 6 coach bolts and attaches to the front of the mower deck. What I'm not going to be including is this front baffle, I guess it is called. Situates itself about there. What you'll notice though is it has the square part for the coach bolt to attach, so only two out of 6 bolts have the coach attachment, so I'm going to have to track down 2 additional bolts, I think, that will just screw through the holes. I'll actually have to, here, I've got some stainless ones that'll do the job, because yeah, I can't rely on the square section of the coach bolt mating to anything, so I can tighten the nuts. And then next is attach I guess drone blanket is what these called, but for holding the front axle. And then that is front axle attached. They just clip on, nothing complicated to them at all. 2 bolts, axle sits on top of it. Well, the 2 bolts go through and the axle sits on top. Anyway, I'm not going to film this, I'm just going to skip ahead. Alright, so front axle attached. Didn't end up changing those coach bolts, I just got a bit of pliers and held on tight until they bit. So that creates a point of resistance inside the deck, which is a little bit annoying, but while I'm just trialing it, I'll see how I go. But got rid of the front baffle, axle carrier in, so bolts for these, 1/2-inch socket, bolt for this, that was a 3/8, yeah, 3/8 for the axle bushes. Anyway, next on is going to be the wheels. I've greased the axle a smidge. There are bearings there, but anywhere where there is metal on metal, I don't mind putting a bit of grease. This tiny little washer, I'm not sure it even serves a purpose, but on she goes. And then the lock nut on this side, lock nut off, wheel on. Absolutely not rocket science. blue. Twit. A little bit of resistance I don't love, but free spinning comparatively to what it was. Alrighty, now I'm going to flip the deck up and attach the miscellaneous. There's an issue there with managing to line these up. I think shit. Yeah, there is. Need to prop this out. Something. And yeah, that's also then removable after the fact. That might do it. Jeez. So propped open, hopefully I can pull that out later so I can line up the holes. There's one. Oh, man. Always the fucking way. Ugh. Filter it, fill it. Super. Frequent complaint about having a proper workbench. See me in the leg. Alright. There we go. So now they are attached again. .3/8 for this bad boy, 3/8 for the how does that actually feel that brilliant? Pop her down. So washboard attached. So discharge attached. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think so.